Good morning. We're eating breakfast at the Safari Club Lounge. We're overlooking the waterhole, but there's no animals there.
There's birds.
I mean, we are also kind of late in the day. It's 8 o'clock. We slept in. But it's nice and peaceful. There's only one other couple here eating breakfast with us. We tried to get the hideout hut.
Little hut.
There's a little hut right next to the water. And it starts at 6 o'clock though, and we were already really tired. So I was kind of relieved when we heard that.
Fully booked, but it was actually nice to sleep in.
Yeah.
Breakfast buffet.
They had a lot of fancy looking items that we didn't know what they were.
They had a lot of items that were unlabeled, so it's kind of confusing, like a guess what you want to eat kind of thing. So in addition to the buffet, they also had a breakfast menu where you can order a la carte.
I definitely got the croque madame, and then you got the egg benedict.
Yes. I mean, everything was filling. Nothing was too amazing, but it definitely did its job of filling us up.
Ordering off the menu was the way to go. It was better than the items I got off the buffet, mostly because I didn't know what I was getting. So it was kind of like a surprise when you tasted it.
We had some fresh coffee, some fresh tea, and we were able to eat breakfast with a nice view.
We didn't really see much at the watering hole, just some birds.
I think that's canned mango.
Actually didn't taste very strongly of mango. I don't know if the canning process takes away the flavor.
Canned mango.
Automatic smile. Go ahead.
It just tastes like canned pear. That's actually what it tasted most like.
A view from our balcony.
The hotel was nice. It was very welcoming. We weren't really sure what to expect, or at least I wasn't, because I didn't do any research into the hotel. They have it divided in between 3 different types: the club, main lodge, and the suites. We are currently in the club. You do have to take a bus in between each one, but they seem very readily available. Staff is very welcoming. We were able to check in right away, and everyone seems very helpful. It's been very nice.
We arrived around 11:30. They had our room available, mostly because our flight got canceled, so we didn't make it in. And presuming that since we had the room vacant, they just processed us in. Originally, our plan was to use a points hotel, the Protea Livingstone. If you really want to do Victoria Falls stuff, I do not recommend staying at the points hotel, even though it's free, because literally going in between each of the
Countries and border checkpoints.
The border checkpoints would take you, just those checkpoints themselves would take you at least half an hour. And that's not including the drive from your destination to the checkpoint and your arrival, checkpoint to the arrival. So I would not recommend staying there unless you're actually trying to do stuff within Livingstone, Zambia. And then we originally had booked a couple of Viator tours, you know, Get Your Guide, Viator, third-party booking sites. We're pretty lucky that we ended up canceling those and booked all of our tours directly through the hotel. Because our plans got totally upended, they were able to just pretty much immediately take us to the falls as soon as we checked in right at noon. Because, you know, if you book those group tours through Viator, they have specific check-in times with the group, and if we had done that, we would have only made the falls and nothing else.
We would have lost all the money that we put into it just because, you know, no refunds, late cancellations and all that. But because it was through the hotel, they were able to adjust accordingly and recommend things that we wouldn't have seen online. And plus, because it's through the hotel, they're able to pick us up, smooth everything, and handle all the details for us. We basically just tell them we want to do this, and then they're figuring out all the details. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I believe breakfast and lunch are part of the package, at least at the Safari Club. Dinner, I think they do have some complimentary stuff, but they also have a more expensive restaurant, is from my understanding.
It feels kind of like a all-inclusive resort here.
Yeah, the mini bar is free. They have happy hour.
Afternoon tea.
Afternoon tea. They also have like a vulture time where they feed the vultures and you get to see them eating. They also have free laundry service, which is probably the biggest win of this place, because if you are doing safaris or going out from other countries before or after, you can get all your laundry complimentary. They say you drop it off in the morning and it should be ready by nighttime.
Put it in a bag.
Yeah, it's like a regular laundry at other hotels. They have the paper, you put how many of each, and then bring it in the morning and they have it ready by night.
But instead of paying for it, it's
Free.
So we're about to check out, and Ernest finally sees some deer from our hotel room.
Cute. Looked like Bambi. Even though I don't think the official name is a deer, but you know, it looks like a deer.
We're at the airport. Victoria Falls Airport, the one we're supposed to land in.
On to the next journey area.
It's a very small airport, 9 or 10 gates.
Ernest just reminded me that this isn't the second time, but actually the third time that we've missed our flight entirely.
Due to unforeseen circumstances.
First time was in Japan, where there was a typhoon and we're literally stuck on the subway going to the airport and we missed our flight. Second time was in Peru, where they canceled our flight from Machu Picchu back to Cusco. This is the third time. Like once a year is the average.
While we were there was actually a power outage. It threw off some of the gates on the monitors.
So this is our actual gate. We're at gate 3, even though the screen said we were at gate 9. So we were originally at gate 9 and it said Ethiopian. Luckily Ernest went and double checked. And we're actually boarding on time. Woo. After the last 2 days of delayed and canceled flights, this is a very nice change.
Welcome thing to happen finally.
So this flight was about 3 hours long.
Pretty short flight. We kind of got a small meal.
It didn't taste very gourmet, but compared to the American flights, even if you do a transcontinental, you get peanuts. It's nice that international flights, not American flights, do this still.
We are in Cape Town.
Woo, customs was actually pretty quick.
It looked like a long line, but
They were very efficient.
So we just passed customs. It was a woman and she smiled. She was nice. And then Ernest was actually able to make her laugh.
Make everybody laugh.
Coming out of the airport was a little bit overwhelming at first because there was no signs immediately outside.
So I came out of the airport. We're looking for the Uber pickup spot. This guy is helping us out and Ernest is sketched out because he thinks he's gonna want a tip because he came up to us and he was like, Uber or taxi? And we're like, Uber. He's like, okay, follow me.
there was some people in bright green vests who said that they worked for the airport and even said, "This is my badge." So one of those guys approached us because he could see that we were looking for an area. He started walking us over to the pickup area. And as we got closer, the arrow was pointing one way of where we were supposed to go, but he was actually guiding us to what he said was his boss. We kind of got a few red flags from that. Why do we need to talk to the boss? Signs clearly say to go to the other direction of where the pickup was.
Follow the signs. I had a feeling it was this way. Everyone's official here. I show you the badge.
I think also they didn't push because I had a camera on them.
We finally got to the Uber area. There was a bunch of people waiting.
A lot of airports, regardless of whatever city or country you're in, still have a little trouble figuring out the Uber and pickup situations. This airport didn't do too bad. It looked a little confusing for the cars of where they were supposed to go, so there was a little bit of a traffic jam.
This is the longest we've walked with our backpacks for the entire trip. Everywhere we've gone, someone has taken it from us.
I know, I'm tired of giving away $1 bills. Let us carry it.
This is the most exercise we've had since we started this whole trip 2 weeks ago.
Now we're waiting for our Uber. We followed the signs, even though there's like 20 people saying they're all officially Uber people. If you ever get to this airport, follow the signs to Parkade 1 and it'll say e-hailing pickup area. And that's where you want to go.
Kind of cool riding into the city because Tabletop Mountain is so famous, and so that's like the first thing you see from the distance, and then as you drive closer and closer to the city, the mountain gets bigger and bigger. It was really cool.
Cape Town reminded us a little bit of Seattle, Chicago.
Even the traffic, it couldn't have been anywhere in the States. All right, our hotel, I booked this using points. There was a transfer bonus to Marriott during the time, like 80% transfer bonus from one of the credit cards. And then if you book 4 nights with points, you get the 5th night free. So essentially we got 6 nights for the price of 5. It was a standard room. I don't think we got an upgrade.
It honestly felt like an upgrade because of all the places that we were staying the previous few weeks. Westin was definitely an upgrade.
It is a nice hotel. The bed was super comfy. The room was very large.
We were on one of the higher floors, so we got a nice view of the city, which was basically a city.
We were very excited about all of the clothes hangers.
Clothes hangers means laundry.
Easier to do laundry.
It was a nice bed, nice bathroom, nice toilet, nice shower, nice everything.
And we have a view of the freeway and also some of Tabletop Mountain. Cool. First impressions, well, we're staying at the Westin, which is like downtown, and it kind of has a
Downtown feel. It has like a Portland, Seattle, because of the downtown plus the little...
waterfront.
Yeah.
It feels like any other downtown area. It's funny because this entire trip so far at the safari and in the safari lodge in Zimbabwe at Victoria Falls, all the hotels' breakfast has been included. We kind of felt more taken care of, and now we're finally more like industrial and breakfast is not included.
No!
It just kind of feels a little bit like, okay, well, we're on the last leg of our vacation.
And stuff.
We're finally coming back to reality, kind of a thing. A little bit kind of that feeling. It's also because we are on the last leg. Our next flight is to fly home in 6 days. So. Exploring Cape Town.
We're hungry.
Very hungry.
We're gonna go walk the area, see what happens.
See, it's very urban here, and it's significantly cooler than it has been in terms of weather.
And less humid, so you know.
Yeah, I'm glad I brought my puffer jacket. I don't know, I might have to go shopping.
Oh no. Ah, shucks. I think there's a mall somewhere here we can go to.
Yay.
Maybe they have Patagonia. We're getting closer.
We went to get dinner. We were both really hungry already. Well, we didn't realize, mostly because Ernest is in charge of restaurants when we get to the places. A lot of the more famous restaurants you need to have reservations for.
I didn't take into account that it was a Friday night.
Oh, that too.
I think we've been traveling so long that we lost track of our days.
Dinner we normally take reservation.
Oh, okay.
The more famous ones, the ones that people recommend you go to, they all needed reservations. We were walking around the city, definitely hungry, but it's cool just to see what a new city is like. The waterfront was really pretty. Honestly, could have been any of the waterfront cities in LA. Really reminded me of that, especially with the boats.
And it being a Friday, it kind of gave us a chance to explore what the early nightlife is in a different country.
I ended up just Googling where's a good place to eat that doesn't require reservations, and this Time Out Marketplace came up, and it was within walking distance. It was really cool. It had a really good vibes. It was almost like a fancier, more elevated food court.
Yeah, kind of reminded me of Grand Central Market in LA, but this one had a little bit more.
Much more space, much cleaner.
I mean, we gotta try ramen in Cape Town.
It looked definitely new on the newer side.
This place is pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Wine bar. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So we walked around the whole thing, kind of see what restaurants were there.
We originally were gonna go to the carne place.
Alright, what you want?
Everything.
Let's go eat.
You choose. I want everything. At this point, I want everything. So it's on you.
But the line was so long and we were so hungry, so we decided to just get pizza.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like my lager. You're not gonna like it.
I like mine.
Yeah, I like mine. There's even an upstairs? Is that just where you eat? There's more tables, I think.
After we ordered the pizza, we actually headed upstairs.
The upstairs area was cool. I wish we had known, because you can actually order anything from this QR code that was on the desk, and they will deliver the food to you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so after we settled there, we used the QR code to order some more food while we were eating our pizza.
Yeah, because I just wanted to see if it would work. And it worked!
That's good.
And I think we're actually pretty hungry, so
We were really hungry, and then we ended up with way more food than we could eat, which turned out to be great because it was breakfast the next day.
very good.
These wings were spicy AF.
And then we got to show a performer across our way, so it was nice. She was singing some pretty good R&B songs.
Just playing all your songs.
She loves me. Shout that. Cape Town loves me.
The vibes were really cool, and as the night progressed, there were more and more people sitting on the lounges on the side. But it had been a long day for us, so we eventually left and walked back to the hotel.
Boardwalk. This is essentially a boardwalk.
Oh yeah. We got really lucky. We were just like, okay, where does a place not need reservations for dinner? And then I Googled it and I'm like, okay, let's go. It sounded more like a food court, but turns out it's like a food court / lounge.
Yeah, you can get drinks. They had live music and a bunch of restaurants. It's pretty good.
And on our way back, we got a whole nice stroll of the whole boardwalk. So we saw other restaurants, other stores, pretty much people watching the entire time.
It was really cool. And it was Friday night, we didn't realize, and this was the reason why it was so poppin', because it was Friday night.
Oh, this is a different bridge, right? Where we crossed over there?
Yeah, that's why I was like, hey, let's walk this way.
It's cute.
I'm sure we can get into any of these restaurants.
Without a reservation?
Yeah.
These are giant ass cones.
Giant traffic.
And then I said, wonder if you can move them. And Ernest said,
Nope.
And then he kicked it and it went flying.